Hi guys, Will here, doing the Thermaltake Core V1 Mini ITX case review. This case is $50 new, and you may get lucky and find a $10 mail-in rebate, making it $40, which is a pretty good price. So the case right off the bat, you'll notice, has the front I/O that's pretty normal for any other case. It's got two USB 3.0 connectors, your headphone, mic, reset button, power on indicator, hard drive status indicator, and a big old power button. These buttons are a little wiggly, and they're good. They're quick. Turn them on and off really fast. Unlike some buttons, you have to push in a pretty big distance before it turns on. Overall, I think they're alright. It's not bad for a $50 case. Moving on, we've got lots of ventilation. So this whole case has got holes everywhere on almost every side. The nice thing about the front is that it's got a 200mm fan built in with foam dust filter, and you can take that fan off, and it's actually really easy. I'll show you. All you have to do is unscrew it, and you can take the fan off and put on 120mm or 140mm liquid rat. So it's pretty customizable and pretty easy to get to things on this case. The other nice thing about this case is that the sides are all removable and swappable. So you can take this side where I've got my GPU and ventilated, which you can still see, but if you want to see more of it, you can take the window and put it down here. Now the window of course doesn't have ventilation, so you're probably going to have to do that you're only going to be able to do that if you have a liquid cooled GPU. But hey, you do what you got to do. So cable management is definitely a breeze with this case. You can have the rat's nest tucked underneath everything and hidden away. Down here, there's plenty of room for a nice big PSU. You've got full size for the GPU. The nicest thing about this case, in my opinion, is putting in that GPU. When you put it in, it's not going to fit like this lengthwise in any of these openings. So you have to angle it in and then shimmy it into the front where there's plenty of room thanks to this bulge, and then just slap it right down. It's pretty nice. It feels good when you get it in, and that's what she said. And the cable management down below is kept down and away from everything thanks to this sort of shelving system that they have where PSU and wires and stuff goes down here and all the good stuff is up top. As we already mentioned, all of the sides are removable, which means when you're building this thing, you have access everywhere. It's super easy to get into everything, super easy to put together. This could be done by someone who's never done a build before, and usually doing a mini build for your first build is kind of daunting and maybe not a great idea, but you could definitely get it done with this case. Another nice little feature on the bottom, there's a perfectly capable filter for the PSU, unlike some cases where they put it in as like an afterthought just to check the box, but it's really not any good. This one seems like it'll last for a while, and you can clean it without breaking it. So another cool little trick with this case, if you're going to be buying this for your living room or for gaming, which you probably will be doing, though you don't have to. You can make a pretty sweet regular desktop PC if you just don't want a big tower. You probably will also buy one of these PC wireless gaming adapters to play with your wireless controllers. So instead of having it hooked into the USB and just flopping around in your living room, getting in the way of things, getting hit by things, or just being ugly, you can hide it down in the hard drive bay and then route the USB cable out through this little port here and plug it into the USB here. Normally there's a cover here to hide this window after you install the GPU, but since no one's going to be looking at the back anyway, who really needs a cover? And the cool thing to me is being able to keep things tidy and together and have as few wires leaving the case and going somewhere else as possible. So one thing to know when you're building this, mounting the motherboard is really easy. You don't have to stress about that. Unlike some cases, it's kind of like the worst part. This was actually probably the easiest part and went by almost too fast. The next step though is the hard drives, and depending on how you want to do it, you're going to probably want to remove these little devices here, and you're going to find that they're kind of weird at first. They're not really well designed, but you'll figure that out and you'll get it out the first try, and then you'll be good for the next one. You can easily fit your solid state in another hard drive here, which I'm lacking right now. Alright, so that basically sums it up. What we have here is a really nice, compact Mini ITX case that allows us to put all these big, powerful components in it, like a big GPU, a big PSU. I've got an extra probably ½ inch to spare with this GPU, and this is a full-size 980. I've got lots of room on my power supply, and that's a 650 watt gold-rated EVGA, fully modular power supply. Could have been semi-modular or not modular at all, and could have been a 750 or an 850. I think it would have fit no problem. We even have room for a hard drive and a solid-state drive, and if you wanted to, and more adventurous types could definitely put in a second solid-state drive, just taping it to the side somewhere. So basically we have the ability to make a sweet living room console killer, or maybe just a sleeper desktop computer, or something to take to your friend's house. Super convenient, well built, well thought out, and at $50 it's definitely a buy. $40, if you can get it on sale or find a mail-in rebate, I think you should just grab it, even if you don't have plans to build one. Maybe it'll put you over the edge to do it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it an upvote, subscribe to the channel. If you disliked it or thought it sucked, give it a downvote. And if you want to see a review like this, or perhaps one on my Asus H97 Plus Mini ITX motherboard that I have in this case, leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks.